And here I've sketched the next painting, the inverse colours. So here the three little parakeets are sitting on a tree together and surrounded by leaves and tree trunks, and I have put the curves in already. I can see they're not perfect, but yeah, I'll see if I can fix that. I did this painting with a green crayon, a green pencil crayon. I just thought it would help me to see better, but it's actually a very light green, and the background is going to be green, so I'm going to have to paint around the birds first in green, then let that dry, then paint the outlines in white, and then paint the inner parts in green. I think I'll do it in that order. And the border will be white with green flowers, so the inverse of this one. And then that might be the end of this series for a while. I'm not sure, because I have so many other different paintings I want to paint, and yet I do want to carry on with this style. I do like it. I don't know if other people do as much as I do, but I just have an affinity for this style of art for some reason, just because it's simple, just two colors. It's not, even though the colors are bright, they're not dazzling. In the center, but it's got to be wider, so it goes there, wider at the base than at the top. So here I can use the flat of the brush a bit more. I thought I'd just bring you back for a minute so that you could have I could show you my painting process. So, in the last clip I showed you the outline of the parakeets, and here I am painting around them and around the branches of the trees. Now the inside of the branches of the trees is going to have to be green, and so is the inside of the birds, because it's the inverse of the other painting. So first I'm doing around them in green, then I'll paint on the green, I'll paint in white, and then I'll paint on the inside in green, so that I don't smudge up the colours together. And so there you can see how far I've gone. And as I just moved to another room so that you don't hear the street noise, because it is very loud. So children screaming, etc. Cars hooting, trains rattling by. So I'm just using a light touch. This is oil painting. I'm not using acrylic at all. I didn't do a base coat. I just want the colour to be pure. So I'm just using the edge of the brush so that I can stay on the outside of the bird. The paint does, no matter how you load the brush, the paint keeps moving to the back of the brush. And yes, sometimes a big splodge will come out even when you're using the side of the brush. So one just has to be careful. So there I went into the tree branch, but I will remember that it's there because the inside is going to be green anyway. Maybe not all the branch will be showing. So inside here, let's see, that is a tree branch, so that can be green, though that wasn't the plan. So here's, this is actually the tree trunk. So, and it was just lines down the center, but it's actually, the idea is to outline the birds in white. And the paint is dry, the green paint, so I should be able to do that. Yeah, it might help to have a smaller brush. So I really enjoy these little paintings. I think these bright colours definitely lend themselves to the smaller paintings. I've outlined the trees in white because I want the inside of the tree to be green, to be picking up the colour of the canvas. And with the birds as well, I've outlined the bird partly in white, because the inside of this bird is going to be green, as the inside of this one is white. They are supposed to be the inverse of each other. And it does mean layers and layers until you get the right, until your painting comes out the way you want it, and you've eliminated the colour that you don't want to be on the outside, but rather in the inside. So this branch is going to be green on the inside. So here I'm going to just do an outline next to the brush, because I couldn't paint white onto the white canvas. And that is why I have been doing these undercoatings, but then it does get harder to, it just adds to the number of layers that you need to do. So the branch is going to be a little thicker than it was originally. I'll just paint that. I'll paint the green inside that. This is really what I'm interested in. So that I can then, let's just see if I can do the outline here. Yes, it's better. Paint. I can see that that's too wet. I won't be able to do the green up there yet. So the tree doesn't need to be straight. It can have some little bends and twists in it. Although this is an abstract painting, the subject matter is realistic, so you can still do very realistic shape trees, flowers, or birds. Well, of course, my birds are as realistic as possible in their shape and their sweet, magical. After many layers, I'm almost there, but the green and white is definitely turning out to be difficult to ensure the sort of vibrancy that I had with the red and white. And I am quite sure it's because the green is a semi-transparent green, although I can't see the label, as the label came off a while ago and I threw it away. And the part where the transparency is indicated is on that part of the label. So, but I can see that the more layers of green I do, the more vibrant it becomes. Just I'm painting from a distance now, so I can't really see what I'm doing. But this is really the last layer. You can see some of these leaves, the outline is just not as vibrant as the other. So I need to just go over them one more time. Big splotch. And of course, some of them I enlarged, so then I had to go inside to remove the green that was inside, and there's still a trace of that. The white didn't cover it completely, so more and more layers, but I'm leaving them as they are now. I think that's quite enough. There, I will try to wipe away that little bit in the hope that I don't have to repaint with white. Wait for it to dry and then repaint with white. Yeah, I think that looks good enough. And here again on the feathers of the bird, could do a little bit more green, make it a little bit more vibrant. And there, I think I'm satisfied. So again, there it's, the white has got a bit messed up, so I'll touch that up off camera. And a few other places there I see, but one could literally go on and on, over and over, and then there's always some spillover. So, but, I mean, the overall effect is really what I'm interested in, and I think the green and white looks cool. I think the canaries in the white and green look cool. Here I could make this layer of green a little more, and the white a little thinner. But the beauty of the birds is there. I mean, each species has its own unique beauty. Canaries have their own unique beauty in whatever colours they come. I mean, the most common is green, but they do come in many other colours. And I will be painting other colours. Well, I already have painted them. But, I mean, I'm looking forward to one day doing a typical Amazonian kind of canary, a parakeet, parrot, where they have red and green and are really dazzling. So why not? So many bird species to paint. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and tell me whether you preferred the green with the white outline or the white with the green outline, and what you think of the style of painting. Would you try it? I think it's easy to look at. It's, even though there may be quite a bit of detail in the leaves and the border designs, but yet it's simplistic and it's easy to look at. And I think for beginner artists, or for someone with depth perception problems like I have, you don't have to worry about whether something is in the foreground, whether it's in the distance, and the different colors you need to use, because it's just two colors, so there's none of that. And yet the birds look like they're on the tree close to you, and the trees are behind them. And the same here, the bird is on the tree, and the tree is in front of him. You can see that clearly, even though there's minimal color change. So it's interesting how different colors work in different combinations. But I would say so far, the red and white is my favorite. Although I've also done some other pastels, like I like the flamingos, and I like the doves on the white background the most. But yeah, there's many more to come. So enjoy, and thank you very much for watching, and please like and subscribe, and as I said, comment. Whatever you have to say, it's appreciated. It's feedback, and it helps with promoting my channel and helping me to become known.